Welcome to a new church year. Every year we follow a series of readings called the lectionary that guide us around important events in the life of Christ, just as our own secular calendar guides us around important events. The lectionary we have is called the Historic Lectionary. Parts of it were attributed and have been attributed to Jerome, who lived in the late 300s AD. That means it's been in use for over 1,700 years. But it goes back even farther than that. If you go back to the ancient Jewish church, they were following a lectionary. They had three major festivals in their church year. They had the Feast of Tabernacles, the Feast of Passover, and the Feast of Pentecost, just like we have Christmas, Easter, and Pentecost as our main festivals today. Each one of those major festivals in the ancient Jewish church, for each of them, they would follow historic and appointed readings, one of them being Psalm 118. A psalm which points forward to Jesus as the fulfillment of each one of those ancient festivals. Our church calendar today has been expanded. We have Advent, Christmas, Epiphany, the Gesima or Jesima Sundays, Lent, Easter, and the Trinity season. But why do we follow a church calendar? Why do we need a calendar at all? God, after all, is outside of time. He doesn't need a calendar. But God did subject himself to time. That's what Christmas is all about. God becoming true man, being born in time. When Jesus became a man, he became subject to all the same laws, all the same rules that we have, including the law of time. In fact, whenever God limits himself like this, is when he reveals to us who he is. And God limits himself for us. He doesn't limit himself to time in order to amuse himself by our foolish uses of it and how we waste time, but rather so that we can see his timeless wisdom revealed in the most foolish moments, including the most foolish moment of all, Good Friday, the day in which the undying God died. And in that one moment of human history, redeemed the entire world. As we make our way through the church year, we'll see what each season or time reveals to us about who Christ is and what he has done for us. May God bless us in this new church year.